Most narcissists tend to be pathological liars. They lie so much, most of them end up believing their own lies because they don't see themselves as the problem. They don't recognise themselves as the problem. They believe someone else made them do the things that they do, or they alter reality that much that they make it out that somebody else made them do what they did. It makes it all the more convincing in what they say to others, the fact that they believe their own lies. They bring out the worst in those around them, use other people, exploiting them by any means possible, often then to up and leave those the narcissist has exploited at rock bottom. Knowledge becomes power, so here are some of the most common things narcissistic people do to no longer get sucked into their games anymore and live a much happier life for you. Most people are born very self-centered, the requirement of getting their needs met, as newborns cannot care for themselves. Young children like to test the boundaries in order to learn what is right from wrong, what's acceptable and what isn't. They can turn from young, cute and lovable to major temper tantrums when they don't get their own way. Some children will show empathy for others, yet if they really want something, they often just take it. When a child takes a toy from another, it's an acceptable part of growing up. We teach them the art of sharing. We teach them the art of give and take. We teach them the art of what is somebody else's and what is their own. However, when they are older, if they grow to take somebody's car or home, this is seen as wrong, as immoral. They do need to learn as they grow to think of others' feelings, to share the art of give and take, and to respect the boundaries, values and beliefs of others. A narcissist never seems to learn these things and becomes stuck in an ultimately selfish, self-centered pattern of behaviour that's all about me, myself and I. They don't learn the skills of empathy and they believe they are above all others and entitled to do as they please. They're incredibly selfish grown adults who only care for getting their own way and getting their needs met. You are not required to support them, help them or be there for them. They are no longer a child. They no longer have a nappy to change. And if they did, they'd never change anything for themselves, only to manipulate those around them. They only ever change to suit a need of their own, never to be respectful of another person or responsible for their own behaviour. They do not take responsibility for their own behaviour. They do not see themselves as a problem and they do not see a reason to change. Signs of a narcissist: lack of empathy or low level of understanding. Most use cognitive empathy to meet a need of their own. Compassion is needed as our human need for uncertainty. Variety means we are all unique with different values, different opinions, different perspectives, different beliefs, different interpretations of situations. Understanding is necessary, so when people disagree on opinion, we can step into each other's shoes and see it from another person's point of view. Even if we don't agree with that point of view, we can recognise someone else's point of view. We can also feel how someone might harm or hurt others by their actions. So we wouldn't choose to do those actions because we know it would hurt another person. We can all make mistakes, but our guilt would mean that we wouldn't do it again. Narcissistic people often don't feel guilt, only shame, so they project onto others to avoid those feelings of shame. They blame others to avoid those feelings of shame. They use your compassion to exploit you, to guilt trip you, to pity play with you, but they don't use their compassion to understand or care about you. People with empathy and compassion can have boundaries and standards and also be strong-willed about their own beliefs, yet they will get to know other people's opinions and points of view and come to some form of compromise or agree to disagree. Whereas a narcissist only sees their own point of view and they want to win, and they want to win at all costs to you. They don't care for what others think or feel. It's only ever about themselves. If you think differently to them, to a narcissist, you are in the wrong. Living with a narcissist, you are constantly under stress, always feeling misunderstood and always told just how wrong you are, as they have a need for control. Most people have a need for control. It's called certainty, to have a purpose. We like to have some organisation within our lives. Narcissists use words like can't, have to, must, need, got to, should do, and many more. They take the need for certainty and turn it into a need for ultimate control that's all about them. They know how their life should go, and if it isn't going their way, it's either up to you to work it out to make it that way for them, or it's your fault or someone else's fault that it didn't turn out the way which it was supposed to. Most often, they don't even know what they want, believing they want to control a need they'll never fulfill in the long term. Narcissists follow the same patterns of behaviour time and time again to keep control. They can be stubborn, awkward, persistent, nasty, use manipulation like provoking you, blame shifting onto you, falling silent on you, those pity plays, anger and rage. So others fear the narcissist and conform to the narcissist's demands. A narcissist often gaslights people into believing the narcissist's reality and not their own. They're going to convince you that what you see you didn't see, what you heard you didn't hear, what you feel you don't feel, or in somehow your feelings are wrong. Or they're going to convince you you saw something you didn't see, you heard something you did not hear, you're feeling something you're not actually feeling. Narcissists believe they are above all others and are entitled to do as they please. To fill their human need for significance, they think they are unique, while people with empathy, compassion towards others positively feel significance by helping others and feeling good for helping others, serving others. Serving others actually helps genuine people feel good within themselves, adding values to other people's lives in a positive way, which makes them feel good. Narcissists are extremely negative people, and this is because it's only ever about them and they fill their needs negatively. They will tell you how amazing they are, what an excellent parent they are, or they'll play the victim so they can get attention and feel significant. They're either going to be the hero or the victim. They believe they are far superior to all others. Narcissists are incredibly manipulative and exploitative, which is often hard to see at first, as deep down they are insecure. They need to lie and exaggerate and send people into that trance, sell people an illusion of who the narcissist could be. So those around them believe they are who they say they are and cannot see who they truly are. Narcissists influence others into believing they are genuine people and look up to them so that they can keep power and control over others. If you don't do exactly what a narcissist wants you to do, if you criticise them, most often unintentionally without even meaning to or without even knowing you have, a narcissist will take it personally and they will make your life miserable. They punish people any way they can for not conforming to their demands. Narcissists triangulate, they pity play, they want to wear you down, they want to exhaust you, they want to bring you down at all costs to your mental, psychological and financial health in order to keep control over you. They use coercion and manipulation, so genuine, compassionate people give in and try to have a peaceful, happy life, which you're never going to get with a narcissistic person as they come at you with game after game. Narcissists are unable to take on board other people's thoughts, feelings or opinions. While an empathetic person, if someone came and said, I need to talk about something that hurt my feelings, someone with compassion would listen, take on board opinions and advice. They might not understand the situation in its entirety, but they would explain, they'll try and help. They might not adapt another person's opinions to their own, yet they'll listen and understand from the other person's perspective, meeting our need for growth, willing to take on information and grow from it, learn from it to become a better, happier person. A narcissist can never grow that way, why they just hit repeat in their cycles of behaviour. They are therefore unable to grow and change. They don't want to take on board someone else's opinion, someone else's thoughts. To them, the narcissist is right and the other person is wrong. Narcissists change the person they are with to repeat the same stories they have throughout their lives. Narcissists believe they are above all others. Therefore, they will think you are beneath them. They do not need to listen to you. They believe they do not need to listen to you. They will say you are wrong and they'll twist it around onto you, passing their faults into your subconscious, leaving you doubting yourself and eventually going to them for reality checks as they've slowly stripped you of your thoughts, your feelings and your opinions, so you no longer know who you are. Narcissists can be extremely defensive. They can also be extremely offensive to get you on the defences, to blame you for your reactions to their actions. Narcissists can be extremely harsh and extremely hurtful. The narcissist does not listen unless they believe they have something to gain by doing so. Narcissists tend to live in their own reality with no regard to others. They tell that many lies, most believe their own lies, and think you're the one to blame, think you're the one lying to them, think you're the one making stuff up to them. They have a way with manipulative words to gaslight you into losing your reality and taking on theirs. So you no longer believe you're a genuine person. You no longer believe you're good enough. A narcissist will say to you, if you hadn't, I wouldn't. The covert way. So you actually think, well, if only I hadn't have done this, they wouldn't have done that. Or the overt will just straight out accuse you of being stupid. So you believe that you are stupid. Their words become imprinted within your thoughts. Repeated, when it's repeated time and time again, your subconscious slowly believes it and you begin to gaslight yourself. Or you'll be having a normal conversation with them and they'll say, that's not how it happened, even though you know it's how it happened. Yet through all the gaslighting, you question and doubt yourself. And a narcissist will come at you and accuse you of losing your memory, losing your mind, so you doubt yourself and your reality all the more. Even when you have evidence, a narcissist will say it's wrong. They'll find a way to justify their unjust behaviour. They'll accuse you of being misunderstood or claim it was a misunderstanding. It wasn't them. They've been set up. They'll fly into a rage or they'll fall silent and then they'll blame you for the rage or the silence. They'll wait for you to overanalyze the silent treatment, blame yourself, chase them, apologise to them, make it up to them for the things they're doing to you, leaving you even more confused and drained. The more drained and confused you get, the easier it is for them to manipulate you. A narcissist believes you are there to serve them, as they are only with you to meet their own needs. They don't understand give and take. They only give if there is something they can take. They invalidate your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, your perceptions, your opinions. To them, it's do things my way or I'll hit the highway and take you into a living nightmare in the process. Narcissists play nice. Again, to meet a need of their own, they'll play your hero, they'll bring on that charm and helpfulness, again so you doubt yourself and other people doubt you. Narcissists believe it was all your fault and they're going to go all out to make you and others believe it was all your fault too, when it's not your fault, it's who they are. While you're meeting all of the narcissist needs, they will play nice. As soon as there is any indifference, their true selves show again. When you say no, the tantrums come out again. And they manipulate any way they can to get you to conform to their demands, blame yourself for their tantrums. They will provoke and push your buttons to get reactions from you, so you feel as though you are to blame and do all you can through guilt to make it up to them. A narcissist will confirm within your subconscious thought pattern within yourself by bringing out their nice side, that you are the one that's in the wrong, that you are the one that made them act out of character. We are all responsible for how we treat other people, and we are all responsible for our reactions to how other people treat us, even if we don't recognise what someone is doing to us in that moment. Those intermittent reinforcements when a narcissist plays nice makes us believe it was us. We then turn into someone we don't want to be and slowly lose who we truly are, trying to please them. It's not your fault. Narcissists are cruel, calculated and abusive. No one deserves that treatment from anyone. You can and you will recover from this. And they will just hit the pattern of repeat. I shall link into the description of the video the 9 signs of a narcissist. If you are looking for further support and information and help overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored help is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.